This is the VEVOR portable toilet, and this is a burrito. I'm gonna test this toilet with this burrito. This is the new version that comes with this indicator to let you know when your tank is full. This will turn red. And this button allows you to release any air pressure that's inside this tank. You know, when there's an altitude change or it heats up and expands, there can be pressure that builds up in this bottom tank. This tank is completely sealed, so no fumes come out. And before you open this, you want to make sure to push this, and that will bleed the air out of here before you open this. This is an adult size, so it's comfortable when you sit on it. I've already tested that. And then this is where the water comes out. And you can see that seal I was talking about. So when you pull this out, that opens that. It comes with instructions on how to use the toilet. Let's look at the other side. On this side, we have our freshwater fill. This is the pump to flush it. This is our drain spout, which swivels. And this is basically just a flush port. You don't drain out of here, you drain out of here. So let's go ahead and fill this with water and try our first flush. This happens to be the 5.3 gallon tank, but it comes in various different sizes. Now you can fill this in the sink or anywhere because you can actually have this tank separate from here, and you do that with these right here. You can pull that out, and even though there's water in here, it is completely self-contained. Any water you see right here is just what I spilled. Put that back on. Locked. Well, I finished that burrito, so I think it's about time I test this toilet. I don't remember eating any corn. To flush it, pull out your lever, and she'll drop right in. And lift up your plunger and flush. You can give it a couple of flushes if you want. Close it back up, nice and tight. Of course, I recommend that this be down when you flush. And then close it. That way there you don't worry about any splash or anything like that. Let's prepare for dump. Take that off, and remove your upper tank. Make sure this is closed. You can raise it. Now everything has gone down to the bottom. To vent it and release any pressure, you can just open this up just a little bit. But this is where you swing that open for easy dump. And if you don't use any chemicals or anything like that, you can just put it into any toilet you want. Let's dump it. Flush it around a little bit and break up those big chunks. Vent it, open up your discharge, grab behind, and be careful when you pour. It might be a good idea if you flush the toilet first to lower that water. And as that's flushing and going down, go ahead and dump your waste into the toilet. Probably gonna make a mess, but you don't care. You're at a Buc-ee's. When you take this home, you can properly flush this out. And then when you do, leave these open. Make sure they're vented. Same thing with the front here. I would leave that open because you don't want to build up any moisture in there, and the same thing here. Just leave all of that open. You know, I purchased this with my own money, and I'm happy with my purchase. I'll be using this all summer long as I go boondocking in my RV. Do I recommend it? You bet I do. The price and everything, it works. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, so you bet. It also comes with this handy bag. Makes it a lot easier to carry. It's more discreet when you walk into a public restroom to flush your toilet.